everybody, Patty and Debbie from Print and Pixel Studio. And our challenge for today was, or is, we purchased several packages of these craft cards and envelopes at the Dollar Tree, I don't know, a couple months ago or so. And so this week we were thinking to ourselves, what are we going to do with these? We have them, let's figure out what we can do with them. And of course, we both love craft paper a lot, so it wasn't hard to talk ourselves into doing something with them. But anyway, we thought, what about for Christmas? Why couldn't we make something with these, make some kind of cute little Christmas gift or stocking stuffer that everybody could make, very inexpensively, and a lot of the stuff you just have around your house. And so that's what we did. That was our challenge. And so this is what we came up with. And what it is, I'll show you this one first, is we took, well, we'll show you how to make it later. I'm just going to show you what they look like now. So anyway, this is one of them. It's the envelope. And then we have a little card that we made, front and back here, postcard. Oh, by the way, this is these graphics are in our Etsy shop, and we also, as we go along here, I'll point out some of them that are free to use, free for you in our Ko-fi shop. But anyway, so it makes a really cute card, and there's a place on the back that you can write your sentiment, and you can fill it with all kinds of little treats and stuff. So we decided, okay, let's make these, and then this is kind of what we came up with some of them that we filled. These we filled with candies, but this is super cute. This is one of the free graphics that you can get off of our Ko-fi shop, so we'll have that linked below in the video, in the description. But anyway, as you can see here, it's just a little doily, which again, we got a stack of these at Dollar Tree not too long ago, and so we needed to do something with those. And this is one that Debbie did, and a little piece of lace and some packing paper that she stamped. And then we found at a yard sale, a thrift shop, I'll get it here in a minute, these little doodads, and she glued one on there, which I think really just set it off perfectly. It's just adorable, really, really cute. And so here we are, and it's filled with little German chocolates. Now you can put anything in here. You could put, a little gift box filled with some kind of jewelry piece or whatever. And this could be a stocking stuffer or, just a gift that you actually give like it is. Here's another piece from that free graphic from our Ko-fi shop. But look how cute that is. You put a little gingham bow on the top, super cute. And again, I think we put postcard on all of the backs of all of them that we did, because we thought it gave a lot of room for you to write a little note to whoever you're giving the gift to. But super cute. And it also, you can put it on to another bag. Now, we didn't have any colored bags at the time, but this time of the year you can get these little craft paper bags in all kinds of colors. And so you might want to do that, and maybe even attach this to the front and put a larger gift inside your bag. And then this, you could put the candies in if you liked, or just leave it like this, and then your little Christmas card would be in the pocket here. But we thought they had a lot of possibilities, and we thought these would make great Christmas fair items to sell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. You could put tea bags in there, anything you wanted, but they would be really cute for that. And let's see, here's another one, and this little guy is, all the graphics that you see here are either in our Etsy shop or in our Ko-fi shop. And like I say, there's a couple of them that are, in fact, I think all of these are free in there, and I'm going to use another one in a minute, and I'll post it out or point it out to you. But you can go in there and download those, and all these other ones that are vintage inspired are in our Etsy shop. So anyway, here again, this guy's filled with the little German chocolates, which we'll be eating later.
At least this time I picked out candy we like.
I know.
So we don't get sick on candy corn. We might be diabetic by the end of the video.
Right.
We have no self-control when it
None.
comes to
Zip,
candy.
Zero. It's hereditary from my mom.
Yes, Big Brown.
She trained us well. Anyway, here's another one that Debbie made this one, and we used some of our little vintage ribbons that are also in our shop. But anyway, here she took a gold pen and just outlined the edges of the envelope, and it really added quite a bit to it. And here again, here's the little card and the little postcard on the back.
Yeah, and those little circles are from our video that we did a while back. We made those little circles, remember? The
Right.
medallions.
Yes.
People wanted to call them, I think, medallions. Or,
Yeah,
I forget.
medallions or
Yeah,
something. Anyway, that video will be linked in the description on this video,
yeah.
right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, everything you see here, because I'm not going to keep repeating myself about what's here, what's there. Everything you see here that we either have a video on or is in either our Ko-fi shop or Etsy shop, we'll have linked below, so you won't have any trouble finding out where you can get these products. But anyhow, we thought they turned out really, really cute. And like I say, they would make perfect items for a Christmas fair, and super easy to make and very inexpensive to make. So here's one we're going to do. I am put together here. Now we've already printed out the card. Now the card that I think this is from the free group in Ko-fi.
Yeah.
And these cards are a little bit bigger than what is in there. The cards that are in there, I believe, are this size, which is 3 by 5, which is fine. If you want to enlarge it, you can just enlarge, when you print it out on the printer, just enlarge it to maybe 125% or something like that, or 110. Just experiment with your printer, and you'll see that you can enlarge the size using your printer. If you don't have a graphics program that you can enlarge it with. But this is 3 by 5, and there's nothing wrong with doing this in that size, and you can find the envelopes to fit those pretty readily. So, like I say, this one is in our Etsy shop too. Here I go again. I said I'm not going to repeat that all the time, but anyway, that's the size that you'll find this actually in, but just use your printer to enlarge it. So let's see, did I have this guy? Okay, so what you need to do first here, and it's very simple, is just open up your envelope like this and grab your scissors. And sometimes these come apart very easily, but in this case, not so much. Oh no, I know what we did first. Sorry, we did these yesterday and I'm having a mind blank. Okay, just take your scissors and cut right along the edge as close as you can to the edge. Right?
Yep.
Okay, now we have this. Now we want to cut this whole piece off here, which is not hard to do once you've, whoops, hitting the light here. All right, and just cut along that line, because we just want to take this little triangle shape out. Did we cut? The glare of the camera, I can't see, or of the lights, I can't see very well here. All right, and then just pull this back, the piece that's loose, and trim that off. Okay, and that's it. That's all you have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then just take some glue, and you can use, let's measure and see here what I need to glue down. Okay, you can use any kind of glue you want. It doesn't really matter, as long as it doesn't show through on your paper. Okay, just make sure that this part right here, your envelope, not in here, but just along this part of the envelope is sealed down. And
There's your little pocket.
yeah, I just need to trim this. I'm getting a glare off the lights and I can't see the edge of the paper too good. There. Okay. And voila, this is what you have right here. And that's it, basically, for the base of it.
Yeah.
Now, you can go on and do like Debbie did on this one. You can line it out in gold. What you looking for?
I just had one of those pins somewhere.
Right
there
here.
It is.
Okay, and you can line it out in gold here. And what we used was the Craft Smart, and it's the oil-based paint pen, which we like. They work really well, and it's the large beveled edge, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the beveled edge. Now, I'm not going to do that on this one, but it's very easy to do. You just run it down, you know, however you like, and down the front. I'd put a little piece of paper under here so that you don't get it on the back of the envelope, just to protect the envelope. But that's basically it. Very simple.
Yeah.
Nothing to it. And some of them we did that too, and some we didn't. As you'll see here, this one we didn't. And so it's just up to however you feel about it and what, you know, what you'd like
you
to
could
do.
edge them in glitter. There's so many things you could do
right,
with it, or
right,
if you wanted to
right.
trim it out
Like,
in laces.
let's see, isn't that one I did? No, it's not edged. This one I painted with the gold too.
Yeah.
But my other pieces I did edge in glitter, which I like. I think it gives a really cute look to it, especially if you're doing something like an angel or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So the next step would be making your little cluster for the front. And that's the hardest part, picking out the papers on what you're going to do here with it. So we just gathered up a bunch of scraps that we had. And we took the little doilies here and lightly coffee dyed them. And then on this one, I took faded burlap and went all around the edges of it, the faded burlap ink. And just went all, probably out of camera, and just went around the edges of it. I'm not going to do it on the front part, but I'll show you on the back. Just went, you know, oh, that one doesn't go on. Oh, the organization, it's a miracle. Anyway, just go around the edges of it with, and my new favorite is faded burlap. And so that's what I used on this one. And it really goes well with the craft paper. Okay, so I want to just kind of like figure out where you want your little doily to go, or whatever you happen to be using. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a paper doily. It can be whatever you like. Any kind of scrap that you have. All right, and then just kind of center him and make sure that he's positioned how you want him.
I love the simplicity of these. They're so,
I do too.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's so simple, and there's not, you know, they're fun to do. And you can mass make a bunch of these in nothing flat, you know. And you could actually, you know, do your envelopes and doilies and stuff and go back later and figure out how you want to decorate them. It's totally up to you, you know. And let's see, this is a cute little piece. Let's see, and this is just tissue paper. You could use, let's see, on this one, I used tea bag that I had a piece of tea bag and used it and just put some glue on the back and kind of hand gathered it around. You know, you don't have to be real careful with it. Just, you know, kind of get it to how you like the looks of it. So anyway, we're just thinking that do something along these lines. Kind of just punch him down there. Just get an idea of how I think it should go. I don't know. How does that look to you?
Cute. Cute.
Yeah, I think I could tear the edges a little bit on that. But basically, that would be the idea of it. So I'm just going to kind of hand tear a little bit of this so that it doesn't look quite so, you know, stiff. This is a scrap that Debbie'd been using. She's already torn the bottom of it here.
Yeah, I had it for something else, and then I decided not to use it.
And I kind of like to wad my papers up. I think it kind of gives them a little bit of texture and feel to them. You know, it's just paper. If you don't like it, you could get another piece of paper, you know, and save it for another project. But I kind of like it. And then, again, my fave, I love this faded burlap. It's my new go-to. And just gives it a little bit of definition. You don't have to do a big inky job on it.
Can't believe Christmas is going to be here before we know it. It's almost the end of October.
I know. And that's another cool thing about this project is you can make these ahead of time, you know, and then have them all ready to go, because you know how it is. Anyway, if you're like I used to be on Christmas Eve, I was wrapping everything on Christmas Eve. I was exhausted by the time the morning came.
Right.
But anyway, these you can make it. You know you can make them now. Have them all saved up and ready to go. And another thing, if you know if you make these up, if you find yourself needing a gift all of a sudden, you forgot somebody or something, you know, these are ready to go. Now, these, like Debbie was saying, these we made on this circle project that we did with wax paper. And we'll have a link to that video. But here again, we use that same oil-based ink pen to edge this, and it really gives it great definition. It just kind of like makes it a little come to life, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
All right, and where's my little buddy here, that striped one I had? Here he is. Okay. Okay, let me see if I'm going to like this once I get the edge inked here. But here's a good way to use up a lot of scraps. And you know another thing about these, we're doing these for Christmas, but they don't have to be Christmas.
No.
These would make super cute pockets, you know, decorated a different way. Well, actually decorated like this for your Christmas journal. But if you wanted to use it in a journal, you could use anything you wanted to decorate these, you know.
Yeah.
Once you have the basics of the envelope, you know, the sky's the limit on what you want to do with it. You could, you know, decoupage on them. You could do all kinds of stuff. So, you know, it's just your imagination and, you know, what you may want to do.
These would be cute Valentine's
yeah,
Day thing,
Easter,
Easter,
anything.
yeah.
Anything. That's the beauty of it. They're very versatile, you know, and super fast to make, as you can see here. Okay, let me see if I want to tear that off. Come on, bud. Cute. Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah, cute. You know, it's just a little accent piece for it. It doesn't have to be. I don't know. Do you think I need something else on there? Look at that. I don't want to overkill him.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's cute. Well, his little tag has
Exactly.
his little bow
Once I get
on it.
him in there. Yeah.
And then
Okay.
all the candy.
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cute. Cute. You could, if you wanted to. I won't do it here. but you could take and put a little glitter around the edge of that ruffle too.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cute.
Huh?
I said that would be cute.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just put him down. Now I don't glue these flat. I like them to have kind of dimension. So I'm just gluing in the middle here and putting it down and leaving it kind of wiggledy-piggledy around the edges, so that it has some dimension to it. And again, I'm going to do the same to this. I'm going to wrinkle him up a little bit. Ink his bottom part.
The weather's so beautiful today.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, we're getting some
I
fallish weather here.
I know. Makes you want to do projects like this.
I know.
know?
I'm ready to craft now.
Yeah. Yeah, cute. Okay. And where do I want this kid, or do I want to put him on this part maybe? I don't know. I can't figure out exactly how I want him to go. I don't want him to be too flat. He's probably going, just glue it down, Mom. I will.
I want to eat the chocolate.
I know, me too. We're having big festivities here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Our little granddaughter's home from med school. She's going to be 23.
I know. Well, she did. She
She
turned
turned
23 on the
23,
13th, but she
Her
got to.
birthday's tomorrow.
She did an express trip. She flew in last night and she flies out Monday morning and then goes right to class after she gets off the plane. Yeah, right to the hospital. So,
Yeah, we're so proud of her. She's just doing fabulous. She's the one, I don't know if we told this story before or not, but what was she, 3? And she came out of the bedroom and she put her hands on her hips and she goes, I just don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life.
We were like, oh,
Just out of the clear blue sky. You know, it's like, well, don't look at us. We're 80 and we don't know.
I know. I'm still
Or
trying to
not
figure
we,
out
but I'm 80.
what I want to do when I grow up.
I know. We don't know what brought that on. I don't know.
So funny. She was so serious too.
I know. Like she'd really given it a lot of thought.
She's our old soul.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my gosh.
Cute. Okay, cute. Okay, so basically, that's it. And you can take it as far or, you know, as a little bit of decoration as you want. But here we are with the card. And here's another piece we found at that same thrift shop.
Yeah, it came in the same bag.
Yeah, which we thought they were super cute. And instead of doing a bow here, we thought this was kind of a fun look. And again, he's got the postcard backing. And that postcard backing comes in the kit as well. So you have all the pieces that you need to do these. Except for the envelopes and the doily and the
candy.
paper.
The
yeah,
candy.
and the candy. And we're not sharing any of that. So anyway, then all you got to do, take it and fill it with your candy or your little gifts that you want to put in there or whatever else you you know, can think of. But cute teacher gifts here. You know, get him out of the way. Come on, bud. They just don't have too much Christmas candy out yet. I guess they're still thinking Halloween.
Yeah, should start coming out.
Get him in there.
World Market, they're really good for, you can usually find stuff there.
Yeah.
Really. Aldi usually gets their German chocolate and stuff. It probably will be out next week or so.
I know, yeah.
But they didn't have any yet.
Right. So if I were to do this guy again, I think I would add glitter somewhere just to kind of make him pop a little bit more. But he's super cute, just like he is. He's kind of primitive looking here, which is another look I like. So cute, cute, cute. And like we say, fill them with candies, or you could put a little gift box in there with some kind of, if you're doing jewelry or something like that.
A gift card. You could put gift cards in there.
Yeah, yeah, anything. And you have your Christmas card and your package right here. And like we say, you can take these little bags and glue it on front if you wanted. And if you could find, sometimes they do those little plaid bags. It'd be cute with this one.
Oh yeah, that'd be cute.
But anyway, all you have to do is get your bag or whatever it is you want to put it on, and then you can put your pieces together to see how to coordinate it. But for the basic idea, I think these are super cute. This on here. Anyway, super cute idea, and like we say, most of these pieces are in our Etsy shop, and then these guys, the Santy and the little girl, are in our Ko-fi shop, and these are for free. So they make really cute. You can make really cute gifts for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then these are some other pieces that we didn't put on a envelope, but we could have. This is the angel card, and then we would do the same, decorate it with doily or something, and put the little cluster on the front. And it also comes with this piece. So there's all kinds of mix and match pieces in there. We also have a cute little set in there that's Santas and snowmen and gingerbread men. So check them out and see what you think. And we hope you'll use these and put them together. Whether you use our digitals or not, it doesn't really matter. We just thought it was a cool idea to make a gift for, any family member, or, teacher gift. Hairdresser would be cute. You could put a gift card in there. But for craft fairs too, we thought it was a really cool idea. So that's it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So we hope you guys will give them a try, and from now, so next time you'll see us, we'll be 20 pounds heavier because we're going to start eating this chocolate now. So see you next time.